In 2025, I played a bunch of games, completed only 12. I was averaging maybe one a month. I'm the type of gamer who plays one game, finish it, move on to the next. So I played a few, but completed 12. And here's my ranking of those 12 games from my favorite, least favorite to my favorite. All right, starting off, number 12, we have Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Assassin's Creed Valhalla, I picked it up on a sale, very cheap, because I was kind of running away from buying another Assassin's Creed game because they're too long, too bloated, really don't respect your time. And I ended up pumping about 80 hours into Valhalla, and yeah, it was bloated, wasted my time, had fun here and there, but I had to go on autopilot to try and finish this one. Then moving on, we have the 11th one. We have Ghost of Tsushima. I bought the director's cut, and yeah, kind of similar to Assassin's Creed. To me, it was very bloated, but the difference here is that he had a great story, great combat. Story needed some editing. It was too long, and the mission structure just a little too repetitive, and the just like Assassin's Creed, the busy work, collect this, collect that, yeah. So that way it's 11, but combat awesome. Then we have another, you see, a trend here. I love the single player experiences. We have Horizon Forbidden West complete edition. I only played the base game. I just wanted to continue the story from where it left off because I played the first one. So I say, okay, I have to play the second one. But just like Assassin's Creed, Ghost of Tsushima, it was a little too bloated, too repetitive. But I enjoyed the combat with the different animals. But all the busy work wasn't really a fan. The story was subpar, not as good as the first one. The mystery was already gone by the time you reach the second one. But nonetheless, I completed it, platinum it even. We have as Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. That's the ninth one on the list. I'm not really the biggest fan of platformers, but I do enjoy the Ratchet and Clank series. I've played most of them from the PlayStation 2, 3 era, and so naturally I had to play this one. My quest this year was to try and complete as many of the PlayStation exclusives as possible because I got my PlayStation 5, I think, late last year. So I had a fun time with Ratchet and Clank with the pads. Of course, the guns, the different ammunition type, the story wasn't bad at all. I had a fun time with this one. Final Fantasy 16. It was given a bad rap, right? A lot of person says more like Devil May Cry, etc., etc. I had such a blast with this game. It was a little long, but still manageable. I really enjoy the combat system, combat style in this game. Really enjoy the fact that okay, only one character I'm controlling. I don't mind that. It was more manageable for me, and the only thing is I'm not gonna play it over to get any platinum. Very very long game, right? One of the downside was that the fight with the summons wasn't as much fun as I thought it could have been. It was just more of a lumbering slugfest, and it wasn't as engaging as I wanted it to be. But the story, I enjoyed the story immensely, and I enjoyed the combat immensely. Of course, the graphics, nice, beautiful game. Then Ragnarok had to complete the fight, to finish the fight. God of War Ragnarok, the seventh game. Like I said, I played the first one, enjoyed it. I don't mind the reboot at all. I love the combat in the reboot. I like the difficulty level in the reboot, and have to fight the Valkyries and then the replacements for them. Uh, the exploration, I mean, it was a little. It could have been done, could have been finished in a shorter time, but nonetheless, the cinematic experience, I love how it is. I just don't like some of the Atreus levels. Atreus is not a good character to play as, but the playing as Kratos more than made up for playing as Atreus. The story, very moving, very touching. I could feel what Kratos was going through. I love the interaction with him and his son. I love how he changed, he developed over time, even with his allies, Freya and those characters. I love to see the interaction with them. All in all, the game world, fantastic. Story, fantastic. Gameplay, amazing. Love, love, love the gameplay in this one. Don't mind that if you're a little tanky and heavy, but I still enjoy the gameplay in this one. Spider-Man Miles Morales. So I played the first Spider-Man, Marvel Spider-Man, just had to continue the saga. A nice, compact story. Miles plays so differently to Peter Parker, which is something I really enjoyed. You know, the difference with electric power and that kind of thing. The story, moving, the way it was, the character animation, the way the story was played out, the acting in the story, the voiceovers, everything. You felt the impact of the story. You felt everything. The whole thing with him and his friend. That's something that, yeah, the sacrifice Miles was making, it really drove it home. And of course, swinging. Swinging has always been the best part of the series of games, right? Traversal is just fun to swing through New York. So I don't even do fast travel because yeah, it's very fun platinum. Sort of midnight from the time I saw this game at the Xbox presentation a couple of years ago. I like, yeah, I love the art style in this game. I love the story in this game. It really jive well with Sinners coming out this year. So the whole Southern experience was having a little moment in 2025. And so, I mean, for some, it's a basic action adventure, but Hazel is a character that I was able to relate to. I love the portrayal of Hazel, the her and her mom, the issues they were going through. I really enjoyed the art style, man. The art style. That's something I had to really give support to because these are the kind of experiments you want developers to take so that they can continue down this road and not give it the same old. So it was a new experience in terms of the art style, in terms of the lore, the story, the music, man, the soundtrack on this one, that Southern folk, really enjoy. For someone who isn't accustomed to these stories of the South, this one really put me on to that whole world. Final Fantasy Remake Integrated, had to finish this one. Started it on PlayStation 4, sold my PlayStation 4, got back on PlayStation 5, had to finish this one. Story, amazing, combat, and well, it's very tactical, very intuitive. You're able to actually sit there and configure your weapons and upgrade them, and fighting with the different characters feel different, even though some are brawlers, you know, you use Tifa and Cloud to melee, but they still feel different. And the world is a beautiful rendition of Midgar, so can't wait to play Rebirth. The only downside is that I heard Rebirth have a lot of busy work, and as you can see, I do not like busy work in my games. Give me that tightly scripted story. Let's go right into it. But I really enjoyed this game. All right, I want a little palette cleanser, so I want a little shooter action. So I bought Space Marine 2, Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2, and I was not disappointed. That game gave you that, you know, that masculine aggression. You just go, you know, like a real bro shooter from the day. Felt it, the anger, the aggression. It was fun. It was fun to just go in, guns blazing, hordes and hordes of alien necromorphs, and you just sat them down, mud them down, give them some big heavy hammer. So yeah, the acting was just top notch, voice over top notch. The performance was a little wobbly, right? I would say, you know, a little too powerful for these systems. But like I said, it was a very good palette cleanser. And I just went into this one and just shoot, kill. Then we have Ninja Gaiden 2 Black. Anybody know me? Ninja Gaiden is one of my favorite games of all time from the OG Xbox, and even Sigma and Sigma 2 from the PS3 era. And so when I saw Ninja Gaiden Black 2 drop, naturally had to get it on day one, beat it in a weekend, just enjoy this type of game. This particular game, right, is gonna drop for everybody. And my favorite game of 2025 is, of course, Clear Obscure Expedition 33. This game is a generational game. This game is a genre-defining game. Just like I would put Bloodborne up there, I would put The Witcher 3 up there. These are some of the games that resonate with me on that kind of level, and Clear Obscure is the next one. The story, very moving, very touching. The art style is just outer-worldly. The soundtrack just puts you in a trance, take you to this place that you feel what the people are feeling. This game deserves every single accolade that it got. This game has put me in a whole different frame of mind. The art style, some of these animals that you see, characters that you see, the story, the old overworld. Mael, man, this game, this game, this game is a generational game. All right, so those are the games that I played in 20 finished, that I completed in 2025. That is my list. That is my ranking. Clear Obscure, my game of the year. That's just how it is. All right, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.